Hey everybody, Dr. Chris here. Thanks for joining me as usual. Super glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about alcohol, okay? I'm not saying alcohol is good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not telling you to drink it or not to drink it. We're just going to talk about some of the general guidelines, a little bit of science related to alcohol, and then some numbers also. So let's get started here, okay? So first of all, we're talking about proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, right? As things that fuel your body. Alcohol also gives your body fuel. So carbohydrates have 4 calories per gram, right? Protein also has 4 calories per gram. Fat has 9 calories per gram. Alcohol is somewhere in the middle, all right? It's got 7 calories per gram. So just to give you some idea of how many calories you're getting when you drink alcohol. Now it depends on how much you drink, of course. So what's a general recommendation for alcohol? So this is assuming you're average American and you have no significant health problems, okay? If you're a woman, 1 serving a day. If you're a man, 2 servings a day. Okay, sorry, it's not fair. Men tend to be a little bit larger, heavier, a little bit more muscle mass, so they metabolize the alcohol quicker, so they're allowed to, okay? You can't save those up till the end of the week, okay? You can't save them up for the weekend, so it's use them or lose them. 1 or 2 per day without saving them up. Now, interesting thing, if we're talking about weight in particular, you would think 1 to 2 servings a day, it's a fair amount of extra calories, right? You look at a meta-analysis looking at beer intake in particular. A meta-analysis, remember, is a study looking at a whole bunch of different studies, showed that moderate alcohol intake really didn't affect weight at all. And now when you get into more than moderate, so significant alcohol intake or excessive alcohol intake, then that was associated with weight gain. You know, you get really excessive. Sometimes you actually start losing weight for various reasons. Now, why this happens, not exactly sure. The hypothesis is that maybe those people who are able to maintain moderate alcohol intake have healthier lifestyles outside of that as well. And when you get into drinking excessively, then your other aspects of your life are less healthy as well. But anyway, just something to think about because it's not necessarily intuitive. Hey, I'm having 1 or 2 drinks a day. You would think your weight would go up, but not necessarily, okay? And again, check with your health care provider, this is assuming that you don't have any other health problems, okay? Again, not promoting alcohol or not, just the messenger here. All right, so I said moderate alcohol consumption. What does that mean? 1 to 2 servings a day if you're a man or if you're a woman. What's a serving? Okay, a serving is very strictly defined, okay? So let me show you right here. We got a visual, okay? So there's 3 main types of alcohol that most people think about in drinks, so we're gonna go through those. All right, so first one is, start over here. So liquor. So if you have liquor, it's 1 ounce. All right, so let me show you what that looks like here. 1 serving of alcohol is 1 ounce of hard liquor. Okay? 1 serving of beer is 1 regular beer. So this is 12 ounces. It's 1 serving of alcohol. Okay. Now you get into light beers, that's going to be a little bit less alcohol content. You get into some of the heavy beers that you can chew on. Those are going to have a little bit higher alcohol intake content. But we're talking about 1 serving of regular beer. It's about 12 ounces. I'm going to give this one a minute, move on to the next one, okay? But you get the idea, okay? And then we got wine. So for wine, it's 5 ounces. Let's show you what that looks like here. There's 3. Four and 5. Okay, so let me finish this one up here. All right, there we go. Okay, so you can see here when we're talking about alcohol, 1 serving of wine, 5 ounces. 1 serving of beer, 12 ounces of regular beer. 1 serving of hard liquor, 1 ounce. Okay, so you got a visual there and you can see, you know, I've had people tell me, oh, I don't drink the hard stuff, I just have beer. Well, depending on how much you're drinking, you could actually be getting more alcohol in your system than if you had anything else, right? So there are equivalences here depending on how much you drink. Now, that's just calories and how much alcohol content is there. You start getting into some other things like, red wine versus white wine. Red wine has tannins and resveratrol and some other components that may be beneficial for health. Difference between light and regular beer. And so all sorts of different things that go into this that we're not going to get into right now. But just so you have that overarching idea that when we talk about moderate alcohol consumption, what that means. And then to summarize that, all right, 1 serving of alcohol for a woman per day, 2 servings of alcohol for a man per day without saving them up. And let me pause for a second here. Doesn't matter if you're in Wisconsin, okay? Even if you're in Wisconsin, don't let anyone sucker you into thinking that you can have more than that or it doesn't count, all right? Same numbers apply. All right, so that's moderate alcohol consumption. What is a serving of alcohol? 5 ounces wine, 12 ounces beer, an ounce of liquor. Again, we can go into all sorts of details here, but that's the summary. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, take this information, do what you will with it. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you next time. Be sure to schedule your free 30-minute initial phone consultation by sending me an email or by visiting our website at refinedwellnessconsulting.com.